Well, hello everyone. My name is Justin Tyone, and I'm the department head for hospitality and tourism at Highline College. Today, I'm going to tell you about our department, hospitality and tourism management. So you can see the logo that we have here on the front page. Eat, sleep, and travel. The three things we don't do, we help other people do. And the universal symbol for hospitality, the pineapple. If you're interested in the world's largest business, then you're in the right place. 54% of entrepreneurs in the United States are in the hospitality and tourism industries. So if you want to own your own business, we are more than half of people who own their own businesses in the United States. We also come with a lot of benefits. There's going to be a lot of travel, amazing food, and cultural experiences. So that's there. So what are we? Well, we're not going to be teaching you housekeeping, front desk. You don't need to go to school for those things. Now you have to start at those places, but I hope that because you're working with us, you're only going to be there a short time. We want to move you into the management roles. We want you to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, not working as a housekeeper for the rest of your career. But I'll be honest with you, I started as a housekeeper. That's just where I started down in Houston. So what are we? Well, we're the cruise line industries, food and beverage, event planning, tourism, airlines, casinos, ecotourism, rec and park. We are leisure services. We are spa, wellness, and health. All of this falls under hospitality and tourism. And every single one of us in the department, all eight of us, come with our own unique background and experience. So first, there's me. You can read what I did here. I come from a primarily lodging background. My PhD is in tourism. My undergrad, master's, and PhD are all in hospitality and tourism. You have Tetiana Matsuk, Luis Romero, Michaela Larson, Tanya McLaurin, Seun Lee, Cody Harrington, and Fatih Keeley. The eight of us split up the responsibilities in the department. Depending on what you're interested in and the direction that you're going to take in your career, you might get to know some of these people and not know some of the others of these people. But chances are pretty good that you're going to meet at least half of us during your tenure with us. One of the things I'm most proud of and why I ended up at Highline College is the mission statement of Highline College. So I'll read it to you. As a South King County college striving for social justice, Highline College partners with global students as they envision, plan, and achieve their educational and professional goals. Now, there's a lot of good stuff just in this one sentence, but something that really applies to our field that doesn't apply to a lot of others is the global part. Tourism, by definition, is people going to a culture other than their own. Tourism is a natural fit with the mission of Highline College. And perhaps that's why we do so well, why we're such a big program. Host management, we have our own mission statement as a department within Highline College to work with all students to assist them in reaching their professional goals as stated by each student as a unique individual. Students completing the program will be empathetic critical thinkers, understand all host stakeholder groups, and be prepared for a successful career in management. Like I told you, we're trying to prepare you to be in supervisory, leadership, and management roles. We want you to be treated like a unique individual. No two students that we work with will ever want to achieve exactly the same things in their career and in their life. We know that, and we built it into our mission statement. Even if you do not have documentation, if you're a DACA student, we're here to help everybody. We're not going to be asking you questions about your personal life and stuff. We are in higher education. We help everyone who comes to our door. We're not trying to police anything here. So please, if that's you, don't worry about it. That's not what we're here for. We basically in our department handle everything. We go out and we find people who are interested in growing their careers with us, and we enjoy that. And then we make sure we train you. We make sure that you know how to find a job and how to apply for a job, and you have the interview skills and the resume and the cover letter and all of these skills. The only thing we can't help you with in our department is funding. Funding is handled outside of our department. If you miss a meeting with one of the eight of us, we're just going to let you meet with us an hour later, maybe the next day, whenever you have time. You can't do that in funding. In funding, you cannot miss a meeting. You cannot forget to give them paperwork because it might be 2 or 3 weeks before you can get another meeting, 2 or 3 weeks before they will accept your paperwork again. And if that happens 2 or 3 times, you're not going to get funded. So take funding meetings really, really seriously. Do not mess that up. That would be FAFSA, WAFSA, women's programs, and WES are the four primary funding sources that you would talk to me about. Maybe you have your own funding, you pay your own school, but then you're probably not going to be needing assistance with that. Once you've decided you're going to join us, there's a few three websites you should know. First, host.highline.edu. That's our departmental website. We own a coffee shop. We've got lots going on in our department. You can read about the faculty. You can read about all our different campuses, careers. We're all over the place, basically, is what we're trying to do. You can see our vision statement. This is a screenshot from our website. Classes.highline.edu is where you can view all classes taught at Highline College at the same time. So you can go there, you can click our department, Hospitality and Tourism Management, from the drop-down menu, and you would be able to see every class that we're offering in the quarter you're interested in. Catalog.highline.edu will show you all of the calendar for when school starts and ends, and you can get a lot of in-depth information for every degree and every class on this campus. If it's hospitality and tourism management, I'm the one who wrote it. So go to catalog.highline.edu and you can read what I wrote about every single one of the classes. Once you begin taking classes, we do a lot of things to try to help you out. If you speak a second language, you get a minimum of 9 credits. If you are working, you can get 12 credits. If you are transferring from anywhere in the world, we can make sure you get your credits. So even if you're transferring from somewhere, let's say where you cannot get your transcripts, let's say it's from a country that they shut down your school or whatever the case may be, we can still get you your credits. Once you join us, we try to make sure that every quarter you're going to be getting one certificate. Normally, in your first quarter, you don't get a certificate, but in your second quarter, you get 2 certificates. In your third quarter, you'll get a third certificate. You can get one certificate every quarter so that you're getting consistent achievement. And then you're going to get an associate's degree at the end of all of that time. If you have never taken any classes in higher education, then a degree in our department is going to take 5 quarters. That's going to be approximately 15 months if you push really hard. If you want to go a little slower, you can do it in 18 or 21 months. Those are normal. An associate's degree is going to be in hospitality and tourism. Alongside your degree, you're going to get a high school diploma. You're going to get many certificates. Minimum is 3 for most students, but it's easy to get 4 or 5. And then you'll decide, do you want to go work or do you want to transfer to a university? Now, we have a lot of what are called articulation agreements. These are agreements where you can go to a school if you graduate from our school. So that would be Central Washington University, Central Florida, Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, UNLV, Caesar Ritz in Switzerland. But UNLV and Grand Canyon are also entirely online. And Central Washington University has a campus right here in Des Moines. It's on our campus at Highline College. So these are some really good options for you. You've heard me talk about AAS degrees. What is it? How does it work? Well, here on the left, you can see every single student in our department takes the identical 36 credits. That's because we need you to know hospitality and tourism. But then after that, you get 18 credits that are going to be specific to your interests. We've learned that all students in our department need to know Excel because that's what you need after you graduate. Then you're going to get 10 credits from anywhere on campus that you want. And then you're going to get 15 credits of related instruction that are mandated by the state, but we believe communication is so important that in our department, we've bumped that up to 20. That means you need 5 credits of quantitative, 5 credits of communications, 5 credits of what are called human relations. And then we have that extra 5 credits of communications as well. But you know what? All of that, you can kind of throw it out the window. That's what we want you to do. That's what the average student will do. But every one of you is a unique individual, and you'll be treated as such. When you sit down with any one of the 8 of us, we will build out your graduation plan all the way to graduation day, and it might not look like this at all. A lot of that has to do with what's on the right hand of your screen right now. Transfer credits, work credits, language credits. You can earn up to 10 credits for language, 12 for working, and who knows how many you're going to transfer in from other places. Let's say you don't want to transfer, you're going to go work. Here's where a lot of our students have gone on to work. You can read what they are right here. You could Google these. But these are places that we officially have placed our students for internships recently. But we're trying to move into a place where we help you find the job instead of us placing you. We're trying to give you the skills for you to do it. We've learned it's a lot better that way. And then we own a coffee shop, so we can personally hire you in the department to work at our coffee shop. This is one of my favorite all-time pictures. These students sent it to me. Those are all students from our department who just happen to all speak Japanese, and they moved to New York City together. I think it's the coolest thing ever. All 7 of them went and lived in New York City in the same building, and they worked at ANA, which is it's Japan's largest airline, and they were the staff for ANA at JFK Airport in New York City. And when they sent this to me, it's just, I remember when I met these students, and they didn't know each other on the first day of school, and they were, most of them, moving from Japan, and they had a passion for and a dream of working in the airline industry. And to think that all of them went and did it, after knowing them for only 1.5 years, that to me was really cool. We have something else in our department. It's almost exactly the same thing as iBest. It's called Bridge. We do everything that iBest does. iBest is an official program in the state of Washington that a lot of people know, but we do just a little bit more. We give you just a little bit more help. And there's one other thing we do. In our classrooms, only one language is spoken amongst the students. So in a lot of classrooms where you're learning English, you're with people from all over the world. You're going to be in that classroom eventually. But we've learned that if we put 20 Spanish speakers together, 20 Ukrainian speakers together, 20 Korean or Turkish speakers together, they can all learn together in a cultural model that is a lot better than even iBest. And so that is the Bridge program. And the idea in Bridge is that you're going to take classes for 1 or more quarters. It could be just 1 quarter in one of those 4 languages that you have there: Ukrainian, Spanish, Turkish, and Korean. That's what we offer at the moment. And we can always grow that. And then you would move into English language courses eventually when you're ready. So this is what you can do with a degree. I just wanted to show you the areas, and I'll show you some of our field trips. What you see at the bottom there, that is actually jobs that I've had in the top 2. That's not me at all. That's different, but these are actual field trips that we took. So you can see on the bottom right, we went out and we were able to drive around at SeaTac Airport on the tarmac where the planes land. I thought that was really cool. In the bottom left, you can see that is at the airport when they're building. They were renovating and opening a new wing. Top right is the Fairmont. We went to a dinner there. This was taken on a cruise ship. We did the cruise ship inspection with the cruise team, the captain of the ship and such. Here's some other things we did. We sheared an alpaca, learning about Peru. We were learning about putting on an event that was about the African American experience. So that was called Forward to Freedom. We actually helped put that on. In the bottom right, you can see, like Abby and Greg, they put on that event with me. We planned it and put it on. We took a trip to Toronto. We took a trip to Turks and Caicos. That's what you see here. These are consulting jobs where I bring students with me. We went to Lumen Field where the Seattle Seahawks play, and we got to stand on the field. We went to Peru. We went to Costa Rica. We've been to cruise ships. Went to Indonesia. Went to Jamaica. Went to Costa Rica again. So basically, we get around, and hopefully, you're ready to join us. And if you are, reach out. I would love to talk to you. I gave you the websites you need to reach us. Directory.highline.edu is where all of our information is. But certainly, if you're watching this, you know how to access me. And I make myself very easy to access. That is purposeful. I want to talk to you. I want to meet you. I'd be excited to sit down and talk to you about my industry and everything that we do. And if you have the PowerPoint in front of you, I'll just go real slow through this. These are pamphlets that I created so you can see some of the areas just in a different way. I'm forwarding it here: hotel and resort, airline and aviation, event management, tourism and DMOs, cruise lines, food and beverage, recreation and park. These are all areas that you can go into coming out of our field. Look forward to talking to you.